Chag Purim Sameach. I've mentioned a few times that I have been trying to spend this year quoting from Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, during this his first year of mourning after the loss of the Gadol Hador that Rabbi Sachs was. It was only a few short years ago that Rabbi Sachs came to Toronto. Miriam Sachs-Krashitsky, Rabbi Sachs' niece, had helped with Steve Mayer, at the time president of Bnei Akiva Schools, also the father of our Opana student council president, Ariel Mayer. They had helped arrange together to have Rabbi Sachs come to Toronto to speak on behalf of Aline Hospital, an incredible organization in Israel. And after Rabbi Sachs spoke to the entire community at Shari Shemayim, the next morning he came to join us at Or Chaim. He davened with us, and he spoke to our entire school, both Opana and Or Chaim. Thank you at the time to Johnny Lipser, Shliach of Bnei Akiva, for helping to arrange for the visit. It was absolutely incredible. It wasn't my first time spending time with Rabbi Sachs. I had the privilege to spend Pesach with Rabbi Sachs a few times, but the message that he gave, I felt, was so empowering, and it was a message directed at our entire team, our faculty, our students, staff, administration, some parents who were there, and it spoke to everyone. And I'd like to share it with you right now. Towards the end of the fourth parak of the Megillah, we find Esther speaking to her uncle Mordechai about all the reasons that she couldn't go to King Achashverosh. Mordechai shocks us, shocks the reader, and rips into his niece, the queen, Esther, literally puts a dagger in her heart with the famous words, Im hacharesh tacharishi beit hazot, revach v'hatzala yamol le'Yehudim makom acher. If you do nothing right now, we will somehow be saved. Make no mistake about it. The salvation will happen. Umi yodeh im la'id kazot higat l'malchut. But maybe, just maybe, this is the whole reason that you became queen. Maybe your whole life was leading up to exactly this moment. Rabbi Sachs went on to speak about Hashgacha Pratit, HaKadosh Baruch Hu's intimate involvement in all of our lives, and how sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu is asking us to realize why he put us here, why he gave us these gifts, these talents, and what we could possibly accomplish with them. Rabbi Sachs went on to tell two amazing stories of Viktor Frankl and Eddie Jacobson to prove his point, to back up his point. I encourage you to watch the entire talk. It's absolutely inspiring. But I also want to highlight Rabbi Sachs's core message, and that is that each of us have a tafkid, and each of us have incredible potential to accomplish more than we realize. Each of us have the unique ability to better society and bring greater good into this world. Each of us have the ability to leave our mark in a meaningful way, to impact others and accomplish great things. Purim is a holiday in which ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things. Purim is a chag in which simple people are able to reach incomprehensible successes. In Rabbi Sachs's words, we must always ask ourselves, what does Hashem want of me in this place at this time? Because there's always something Hashem wants of us, and we don't have to be special to have a sacred task. We can just be a Jewish woman called Esther or a Jewish man called Eddie, and yet somehow or another, our acts might have consequences that we cannot even begin to imagine. Beautiful words from Rabbi Sachs. We all feel, especially right now in the midst of this pandemic, that there is great Hester Panim, in which we look for Hashem, but we can't find him. But we need to do our best to hear the words of Miyodeya imla eit kazot higat l'malchut. That maybe it was for this moment that HaKadosh Baruch Hu placed us on earth, and we need to think about that as if this moment is always, no matter when it is. All of us represent the Jewish people in different ways, and each of us can and will bring sanctity and Kiddush Hashem into this world. I have no doubt about it. But Purim reminds us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is right here with us. We just need to be able to open our eyes and see him. This is going to be another complicated Purim and so very lonely for so many. But let's remember that Hashem is right there with us, Sheping Nachas, over what we're able to accomplish. Chag Purim Sameach, and thank you as always for listening.